In the ancient land of Omoruyi, every king lived and ruled under a fearful tradition. A king could marry many wives, but the woman who gave birth to the heir carried a curse upon her head. The moment she brought the future king into the world, she was expected to die by the king's own hand. Only then would the land remain fertile and the gods stay calm. King Adeyemi had 3 wives. The first wife, Orod, was proud and ambitious. The third wife, Amoji, was quiet but loyal. The second wife, Adana, was the one the king loved beyond reason, a woman whose laughter softened even the hardest warriors, and it was Adana who gave birth to the heir. The kingdom expected the king to carry out the ritual that had been done for generations. But the king could not even bring himself to look at the ritual blade. He loved Adana too deeply. He sealed the blade away and told the elders the gods would understand. For a while, it seemed nothing would happen. The baby prince grew into a bright and joyful child. The palace celebrated every milestone, and the king believed the gods had forgiven him. Until the 3rd year, the rain stopped. The yam leaves turned brown before sprouting. Palace goats wandered for food and dropped dead in the fields. Mothers wailed as the river dried into cracked earth. Disease crept through farms like an unseen spirit. The people grew afraid. At last, the elders summoned the chief priest. He entered the palace barefoot, his staff glowing with ancient marks. After chanting into the wind and throwing sacred bones on the floor, he lifted his eyes toward the king. His voice shook the hall. The king is the cause. The gods demand their sacrifice. The woman who gave him the heir must die for the land to live. The crowd gasped. All eyes turned to Adana, but the king stepped in front of her and held her tightly. I will not sacrifice her, he said. Say what else the gods demand. The chief priest closed his eyes for a long moment.